My princess locked onto the tower. I'm going to barrel in the back so he can't log the front and the back. Nice. Oh, he tried. Silk, he missed. Yes, that's huge damage. Ew, what is up, gamers? It's your boy Durkee here, back from vacation. I'm sure most of you didn't notice, but I took about a 10-day break to spend some time with my friends and family. But now that that's all said and done, your boy is back. And I saw that the #1 player in the entire world is cooking people with this log bait deck. And since the Clash Royale season ends in about 3 days, there is no better time to try out a new deck. So come along for the ride and I will be showing you all of the tips and tricks and best practices for this log bait deck. And as I always like to say, you can't take my word for it that this deck is good because as we know, talk is cheap. So let's get into some matches and I will show you how to cook with this deck. Alright, into our first match here. Your boy knocked over his camera there, so we're in a little bit of a crisis, but we're gonna throw up the good luck here. There are a lot of people that are running the new tower troop, the new pancake tower. I'm definitely not like a fan of it. I think it's pretty strong and it doesn't really synergize in a lot of like the bait decks that I like to use, but you're probably going to be seeing it a lot next season, especially with the new giant troop that dropped. You're probably going to be seeing a lot more of the chef tower troop. Let's go like this to protect our princess. Battle healer usually means golem or maybe elixir golem or some sort of brainless beatdown, so we're just going to take it easy here. Princess should actually clean up all of this and I can continue to protect her. I'm going to be annoying and actually get a second princess down, so now he needs to spend something on both lanes, so we're just going to take a breather. He does go for the split barbs. That's an interesting approach, and he wasted his arrows, so we're going to go like this. It does look like it's going to be elixir golem, just from the look of it. He actually defended that pretty well, better than I kind of anticipated he was going to defend it, but it's not that big of a deal. I think in this matchup, I need to be really, really careful with like how I use my rocket, because when they go to make like a giant push with like an elixir golem and an Evo electro dragon, it's like I need my rocket. So make sure that you don't use your rocket too early. I mean, I will use it here. The reason I'm doing it is because I want him to have to spend more on the knight. Yeah, so you can see that was a -1 trade with the rocket, but it forced out 3 elixir from him. So it really was a good play. I'm going to go for a princess opposite lane. In general, when you play against beatdown decks, you want to like pressure opposite the lane that they're going. So you can see that forced out a tornado, whereas if I played it in the same lane, he might not have even had to spend on it at all. We're going to go like this. We're going to go real barrel on one side, fake barrel on the other, because the goblins are tanking for it. And he arrowed the wrong side, so that's huge. And now we're definitely not in rocket cycle range, but we're looking good. Whenever you play against these heavy beatdown decks, you really just want to try and get as much damage as possible before double elixir. So let's set up an Inferno Tower here. Evo Skeletons are going to be our best friend as well, in addition to the Princess. He said, wow. I don't know why. I'm going to go Princess because I want to force out like Evo Barbarians or an Electro Dragon or something. Perfect. Little Prince. We can go Skeletons and immediately go for the Goblin Barrel because he kind of needs to pick if he wants to support his Golem or defend the barrel. Beautiful. And I'm going to actually rocket this. I don't want to mess around with the Electro Dragon when we missed. Oh, that's bad. Okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. It was a Durkee rocket. We missed. It's fine. We're actually inside of rocket range, which is kind of surprising. I'm actually going to go for a really low Inferno Tower here. I know it looks bad, but I don't want him to be able to get like an Electro Dragon onto it or anything. We're going to log it away. And we're almost inside of rocket range, but I think what I'm going to do is just like rocket on defense here. Actually, I don't think I need to. I'm just going to go for a knight, go for Goblin Barrel, put this into rocket range, try and put this game away. And, that missed rocket almost cost us the match, but it didn't. So we're going to act like I hit the rocket on the Electro Dragon and like that was an easy win. Anyways, we edged out a W. I'll see you in the next game. All right, into our next match here against Hay. Not going to talk about that rocket. It was like one of my first games back. I actually, I took a little hiatus from posting, I mentioned in the intro. Haven't been playing a lot of Clash Royale, so a little rusty, but we're not going to worry about that. Skeletons here. We actually failed to catch the princess. That was my fault. And he goes for the log. It's not a horrible play. It kind of depends if he has like Valkyrie or not. So we're going to do this, and I'm actually going to spam him and hopefully get some damage. Nah, he actually defended that really, really well. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a mirror match of sorts, and we actually got way more damage than he did, so that's nice. We're going to go like this and log over here. Alright. So in the mirror matchup, you want to be really like diligent with your princess. Like I don't know, super like going for princesses at the bridge, but yeah, my point's going to do it here. If you're quick enough, you can react and make sure that the princess only gets one shot. My princess locked onto the tower. I'm going to barrel in the back so he can't log the front and the back. Nice. Oh, he tried. See, look, he missed. Yes, that's huge damage. That is exactly why I played in that position. That's so funny. I like verbalized it and then it happened. We're going to do this and we're going to go Evo Skeletons once these lock on. And that little bit of damage might be enough for us to just win this game. I know it sounds dramatic, but in the mirror matchup, it always comes down to just little blips of damage. And that little blip of damage, 6 goblin stabs, might be enough for us to win the game. I'm going to go Knight low here in case he protects it. Okay, there's no point in me really logging the other side, even if it was the real barrel, because it wouldn't have done enough damage. So if he protects it, I'll go for a princess. If not, I'll just let it go. I'm going to go real barrel on that side because I have the knight tanking for the left. He'll probably log on that side. Yeah, that was the right play by him. And kind of the right play by me, knowing that he was going to log that side to minimize the amount of damage that he took. Because, you know, when you play mirror matchups, it really only comes down to one tower majority of the time. Skeletons here just to make sure that those don't, you know, splash too much on our tower. And we're looking really good. If he starts rocket cycling, we'll be able to sort of edge out a lead because we have, you know, a healthy 1300 HP lead. I'm going to go barrel. He doesn't have princess in hand. Okay, we're going to go knight high, kind of in a position where it hopefully doesn't give him rocket value because I know a lot of times in the bait mirror, people will go for the rocket. I don't know if I have to. Okay, let's wait a second. Well-timed log here. Almost well-timed. I might actually rocket this princess. I know it, like... Oh, never mind. He sucks. Okay, we're in rocket range already. That's awesome. I don't know what happened. I guess he, like, kind of miscounted his elixir or something. But we're pretty much in rocket log range. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go Goblin Gang. Knight like this, and he can't get enough damage on my tower in time to win the game, and we're in rocket range. So GG's to that guy. You know, I think we just had 1 or 2 outplays that put us like a tier above, but that was a really good mirror. I'm happy with that, so I'm gonna hold that W, and I'll see you in the next match. All right, in our next match against Arher, I'm a little lower than I should be. Usually when I, you know, post YouTube videos, I'm inside the top like 5,000 roughly is where I kind of like to be. Not like I could be much higher. I mean, my personal best is top 1,400. So we're a little lower than that. Anyways, we found ourselves in another bait mirror matchup. And that was interesting. I think in bait mirror matchups, going deep is not a good play. Like you can pause. Like you can see in that play, he went for the barrel or way in the back. And that's problematic because then you can just play gang on it and it's really easy to defend. It's so funny. People in my comment section are always like, oh, go for the deep barrel. And good players, like reasonable players, will spot it and then they can use troops to defend it and they can use their log on something else. So right off the bat, that play kind of put my opponent in a losing position. And in the bait matchup, being up by like a rocket's worth of damage is like a death sentence. So this match is probably already over. I'm going to finish it out because bait is increasingly popular and there are lots of people that are running bait and I want to make sure that everyone understands how to use the mirror. Something else that I mentioned, or I don't know if I explicitly mentioned, is if you can defend the barrel with the Goblin Gang, you should. That's like best case scenario. I'm in a weird, like, okay, yeah, there we go. He kind of bailed me out. I was going to say, I was kind of in a weird spot there with my cycle. I'm actually just going to go princess and have our princesses cancel out. And I'm super fine with that. But yeah, you almost at all times want to have your gang hovered, and if you see the barrel come down, you want to play the gang on it. And the Evo Skeletons as well. And you have those in cycle. I'm just going to do this, and it should do a really decent job on defense. Decent being the key word, because he had both of his Evos, right? So, you know, when he has both of his Evos in hand, I don't expect to fully defend everything, and that is what it is. He's going to log on that side. He should be okay, unless he doesn't have enough elixir. Yeah, and he calls GG. So we're going to give him the good game. The big difference there being I knew how to defend when he had both of his Evos, and he didn't really know how to defend when I had both of my Evos. So GG's to that guy. 2 wins in the mirror. I'm super stoked with that. We're going to keep on rolling, and I'll see you in the next match. All right, up here against King James, LeBron himself is in the building. And hopefully we're not playing against Logbait, because we've already had 2 matches in a row against Logbait. A starting play, if you play your barrel over in the safe spot, that's a really good play. Especially if you're playing against someone that runs bar barrel. A lot of the time they're going to have a tornado too. So that's kind of why you place it over there. Bar barrel and bandit don't have a lot that comes to mind other than just like generic bridge spam. Maybe like a weird P.E.K.K.A deck or a weird Goblin Drill deck. Goblin Drill bridge spam, kind of popular, kind of unorthodox. We should have a pretty good matchup. It kind of depends what like his big spells are, but we'll see. Dark Goblin should clean all this up for him, but I think... Oh, actually, I don't... Yeah, I was going to say he's going to have to spend something else. We're just going to go for a barrel like this, so whatever he plays doesn't take out the princess. I'm curious. Yeah, he just goes bandit. Okay. We actually are in a pretty good spot here to like outcycle a lot of his counters. I'm going to actually be aggressive here. I'm going to do this. I want to see what the rest of his deck is, like what his splash answers are. He might have like a bomber or something. Mega Knight. That makes sense. Okay, so Mega Knight, bandit, Goblin Drill. I'm going to go Eye Tower here. It'll just take care of the Mega Knight. Will it take care of it? Okay. I think I can get my King Tower activated here without having to pay too much of a price. We'll see if it was worth it. Yeah, so-so. I was wondering if he was going to zap, but I didn't think he was going to. I should have had my princess ready to take care of the bats, but it was well played. In this matchup, wait, he has Goblin Drill, Mega Knight. I'm really not too worried on defense. Like I think we'll be able to defend most pushes here. I have to burn my Knight though, but we have a good outlook on defense. He doesn't have a lot of great splash cards other than the Mega Knight. Let's go like this, hoping that one... Yeah, okay, I look at the right, look at the left. We totally baited out the bar barrel. That was so satisfying. He might, like, predictive zap here. Wow, he lost his entire tower. What a maniac. That is actually crazy. All right, we're going to go like this here. And even if he zaps, it's really not going to do that much damage. So, kind of a weird play. He was kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because both lanes, pushes on both lanes were going to take the tower. So, that's what I was trying to say, is that, like, we have a really, really good matchup. Okay, we're going to go like this, like this. Knight's going to help take care of these wall breakers and tank for the bats. So, we're looking good. Princess plus King Tower activation is going to put us in a really good spot. It'll be really difficult for him to break through our Inferno Tower. We're going to go Goblin Gang here. My man is upset for whatever reason. I don't even think this man has a big spell, so sucks to suck. We're going to go Eye Tower like this because he's going to spam wall breakers and bats, because that's what he's been doing all game. And there's really no way for him to break through our iron wall. He doesn't have a magic archer, he doesn't have a bomber, so we're going to hit him with a little bit of BM just because he was spamming king emotes, and that was an easy win. So we're going to keep on rolling. See you in the next game. All right, up here against Shauna. They're going to be rocking the Chef Tower, which means they're playing some sort of beatdown deck. We're going to go barrel like this. I kind of missed the tile for the safe spot, but they choose not to activate. That's good. Skeleton Dragons, like 90% of the time, means it's lava, and the other, 10% it's golem. So we're going to go like this, and kind of looks like it might be golem. Okay. I thought it was going to be lava, but maybe we're in that 10% where it's golem. We're going to get one splash on the tower, which is huge. And I don't think I'm going to protect my princess. Gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them when you're playing this deck. I'm going to go gang here. I just want to force out the NATO. That would be great. Or bar barrel. Yeah, that's fine as well. And since he doesn't have bar barrel, I'll do this. Again, just trying to get the NATO out of hand. And I might even go for a King Tower activation. Hey, he plays the cannon. Not bad. Okay, so it does look like it's golem. Golem pump, so I'm going to princess and then go for the rocket. Princess, because I get King Tower activated. Oh, I misplaced it. Damn. Rip. Okay, so going to be some sort of beatdown deck, maybe similar to what we played in the first game. Yeah, because he had golem. Okay. So we're down 3 whole elixir, which is less than ideal, but I think if we set up a defense properly, we're going to be okay. I'm going to have my Knight ready in case he goes for Skeleton Dragons to snipe the Inferno. That's kind of what I expect him to do. Or he'll play something to snipe the Inferno. I don't know what, but he's going to play something. So we're going to go Skeletons to help DPS this down. There's the snipe like I expected. And the Knight is going to protect my Inferno Tower, and he's just, his Golem's going to get melted. So that's fine. If he gives up and goes for a pump, we actually have a rocket in cycle, so we're fine. What we can't afford to do in this situation right now is use our rocket on this. Not that we would, but I'm just saying that's not a mistake that we can do. I'm actually going to go real barrel over here and hope that he uses his bar barrel on the side with the counter pushing goblins. And that's actually not what he did, so that's pretty well played. If I go like this, it'll keep the princess alive, and he'll have to spend on it. And we're going to rocket, take care of the cannon, and take care of the pump. We're going to reset with the princess here. We have our Evo Skeletons in cycle, so I want to try and like bait out his splash cards, so that way, you know, my Evo skeletons get more value. We're gonna go Knight Goblin Gang, except I butchered that and I meant to play the Goblin Gang behind, but that's okay. We're gonna go like this because he doesn't have a bar barrel in cycle. This is gonna be a healthy amount of chip damage, not as much as we would have liked, because I messed up that gang placement. I'm gonna do this to get him to play like his. Okay, yeah. You know. Now we can just go for a rocket here, and we're totally fine. I was gonna play my Evo skeletons, but I just don't need to at this point in the game. Okay, we're gonna go like this because I want to DPS this down, and we're actually gonna do a goblin barrel on the pump and princess. Okay, now we're gonna wait on the princess. That was a pretty good cannon. I don't know if it was intentionally to protect the pump. Maybe it was. Now we're at a point where we might need to start setting up for like rocket cycle. But yeah, he goes for that. We're gonna go bang, bang, and rocket does 541, so we're kind of outside of rocket range, but I'm gonna go for it because we're encroaching on triple elixir, and on top of that, it's gonna be like kind of difficult for me to defend. Oh, we used his bar barrel though. Okay, that might have been a mistake. That might have been a mistake, because peep the right side and the left side. Oh, that skeleton dragon. Oh no. Okay. 541. We need to get 2 rockets down. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. I'm going to actually have to rocket on defense. Alright, wait for it. I'm going to have to get a good rocket off on defense. Okay, we do. We're kind of just parking the bus here as best as we can because I messed up that like rocket cycle. Okay. If we get a little bit more barrel damage, we actually can win. We're going to go log, rocket, barrel. This game has been so scrappy. I haven't played it perfect, but he sucks, so we're going to win. I had some good ideas in that match, but just not the best in terms of execution. But all that matters is we edged out a win. Well, we're going to hold it, and I'll see you in the next game. All right, up here against Yokar, I think is how you'd say it, and they're running the Cannoneer Tower. Cannoneer definitely less popular than the Chef Tower and the Princess Tower, probably for a good reason. I feel like there's so many bait decks in the meta, and Cannoneer is just not great against bait and any sort of spam, as you can see right here. 2 goblin shots just right off the bat. So we already have a very good matchup. Kind of goes for that like desperation barrel play. Not really going to work out for him. So dang, we've gotten so many bait mirrors. I feel like I haven't even been playing that many games, and also he just looks like he's making bad decisions. Like that was a really bad Dark Goblin. He now has to decide which side he wants to log on. Yeah. So from the looks of it, it kind of looks like a Hypno CR variant. Yeah, it is going to be the Hypno deck. Okay, so he's running the Hypno deck. We'll see if he defends this, actually. So this means they usually don't run a big spell. Most of the time they just rely on spam to kind of overwhelm you, so we should be okay. I just need to watch out when he has his Evo barrel in hand. That's going to be kind of like the problem. It'll be difficult for us to defend that without taking any damage. But now that I know that he probably doesn't have a big spell, he played that in front, so super well played. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to try and predict his princess with my own princess, and that was a wrong prediction. But that's okay. We tried. It's not the end of the world for us. I'm going to do this because it should take care of his princess as well. So, oh, princess didn't walk. Okay, now I'm in trouble. This was the situation where I was like, really trying to avoid? Yeah, okay. Go like this and then gang over here. It's really smart of him to keep playing the barrels in front because I'm playing goblins in back. And so it's like my goblins aren't getting any value. So even though I would say that we have a good matchup, I think we've made a few misplays that have kind of compromised the game. But as the game goes on, you know, we have rocket and they don't. So as long as we can withstand the pressure, we're going to be okay. And kind of ignoring damage when you can, I feel like is the key to this matchup. Like I'm going to like just let this Dark Goblin go. We're going to go skeletons like this. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that was kind of really aggressive by him. We're going to go princess here. My other princess backing that princess, which is nice. Cool. He got good damage. I need to be careful. I'm just going to go Inferno Tower here. Okay. That looks like it's in the front, so I'm going to go skeletons. Yeah, good catch. Good recognition by me to see that that's in the front. I'm curious how he defends this. Okay, he goes Valkyrie there, but he still needs to defend that side. Dark Goblin with a really fast fire rate, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Yeah, oh, it is. It is. Okay, so well played. We're going to go Knight here and try and just pull back this game because We're at a deficit. Okay. Goes for the Valkyrie. I'm going to go high Inferno Tower. It's good against the Valkyrie. It's good against the Princess. It makes sense for me to log over here, even if the real barrel's on the other side. Okay. I'm going to go like this. And those are bad wall breakers, in my opinion. Now we can go barrel, and we can support this with the gang. See how he defends it? Ooh, no log. Ooh, that right side's gonna go in. He gets back to a log, but he gets back to it so late. Now we're inside of a double rocket radius, and we have our Evo Skeletons in hand. We played that in time to full counter everything, and it's gonna counter the wall breakers, so that's so painful for him. Okay, it didn't counter the wall breakers. What the heck? Rip me, not rip him. I need to be really careful here. Like, I can't even go for a rocket necessarily. Okay, that's in the back. I don't think that's a good play. I mentioned that in, you know, one of my previous games. Because we have the... Okay, he just wasted that Inferno, so now it's time for me to go like this and set up a defense of my own. I'm going to just block the lane here, and there's, like, not a ton that he can do. And we're going to go like this. Go like this, like this, like this. And pretty good defense given the circumstances, I feel like. Cool. So like this, skeletons, and I think we're going to be able to edge out a win here. So GG's to that guy. That's actually 100% our matchup. And did I play it perfectly? Absolutely not. I made a ton of mistakes. Was it entertaining, and did I win? Yes. So we're going to hold that W, and I'll see you in the next match. All right, up here against Levi. I think this is going to be my last match of the video. We've played a good amount of games, actually. It's been really interesting, but I like to keep my videos, you know, around 20, 25 minutes. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I know I haven't posted in a while. So, I know I'm just here trying to get into the swing of things. Going to try and be posting a video every single day. That's my goal, even on weekends for the next few months. So thank you so much for, you know, supporting me and being here and watching the content. It means the world to me. Really good. We put our barrel in the safe spot, and it actually missed the tornado. Holy moly, dude. How many games against Golem am I going to do? Okay, we get the King Tower activation, which is really huge. If he has a pump, we have Rocket. He just goes for the Night Witch. I'm actually going to go Gang and try and force out a spell. And then go for Princess. Okay, he goes Rage. That's fine. Princess, I want to... Oh my glob. I was trying to get the Night Witch off the board, but unfortunately we don't. And because I was kind of aggressive with my Princess, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here. King Tower is going to save us, I think. And we should have a pretty good matchup here. Yeah, that King Tower activation is paying dividends. Holy moly. Okay. I'm going to barrel in the safe spot once more. And having that King Tower activation is going to save us against Elixir Golem. Okay, he just wastes his battle healer instead of going for a NATO or a bar barrel. We're very, very well equipped in this matchup, so I'm not too worried about losing or not being able to defend, especially with the Rocket, you know, in our deck. It's going to be great. Okay, I don't know if I need to spend on those Barbarians because I have the Princess down and the King Tower. Again, one of the benefits of having King Tower. Yep, perfect. Okay, I'm actually going to let those Barbarians go. And it'll be a really good time for me to go for some split lane pressure here because of what he just did. Okay, we're going to do this, actually. No Tornado in hand, so yeah, it's going to be awkward for him to defend both lanes. Yep, look at the left side. Great damage. Almost inside of a double rocket range, but not quite. Yeah, 541. Okay, he goes for the Elixir Golem. We're going to go like this. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to rocket the Electro Dragon when it comes down. So we're going to go like this. Oh, I might rocket like this and try and hit the Night Witch and the healer. Please. Okay, we didn't hit the healer, which is problematic. But we're going to try and get back to another rocket as quickly as we can. That's one of the reasons why this deck is so good, is the speed of cycle is amazing. So we're going to go like this, and we're already back to another rocket, which we missed. Yeah, okay, well, you know, we're alive! Do I deserve to be alive after missing that rocket? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your boy missed 2 rockets, and somehow we found ourselves in a victory. So, GG's to that no-skill player. I think it goes to show how strong the deck is that I made so many mistakes, and we still won. So, I'm going to hold that W, and I'll catch you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. This is the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot and try it out yourself. I recommend it. There are many players inside the top 100 that are using this and multiple inside the top 10. And the best player in the world is using this right now. So you can absolutely get a great finish with this deck. Reminder, there's only a few days left in this season, about 3 days. So try something new. Try and push your limits, get a good personal best finish for yourself. And most importantly, just make sure you have fun. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you watching and supporting the content. And I really hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace!